Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Ohio University, where the Junior Field 12U team are here to take on the Athens Bobcats here at Ohio University. We're having a little bit of a delayed start because of some Zamboni problems. This Zamboni driver is, let's just say, quite entertaining to watch, to say the least. But I know everyone was expecting a 9:30 start time, so it looks like we're going to be delayed just by a little bit here as they made the repairs needed to the Zamboni and are getting ready to cut the ice now after the first game this morning. We're here at Ohio University in Athens, Ohio. The team traveled here last night after a tie game yesterday in Columbus against the Columbus Capitals. We drove here afterwards after that game last night so that we could make it here. We've got a doubleheader here today. First game now starting at 9:30 with a little bit of a delay due to Zamboni problems. And then the second game will follow again at noon. So hopefully we'll see a great matchup between these two teams. And the kids will be fired up after their performance yesterday. Yesterday was kind of a tough game to watch. You know, it was hard to tell what was going on with the team. If it was just, tiredness from the week, or if it was just one of those off days. And, it happens. Everybody has their off nights. But hopefully today will be a different outcome, and we will see a hard-played, aggressive game by everyone with minimal penalties. Yesterday's game against the Capitals, it was ended up being a tie. It ended up in a tie of 0-0. Wasn't very many shots on goal. Goalie Alex Borgert took 15 shots on goal, and while the Fuel were only able to get off 10 shots towards the Capitals goalie. A lot of those shots were coming in rapid fire after deflections. Both goalies had great games with great saves, but no one was able to put it into the back of the net. This is going to be our last away game of the regular season. Is everyone able to hear me? Lisa, you said you can't hear me. Can you hear me, Brooke? Are you able to hear? Okay, we've got sound on our end. So Lisa, hopefully you'll be able to check your monitors and everything, or your phone, to see if maybe a setting is off on that. So this is our last away game of the regular season. These kids have played a hard season with some great opponents, and they've got that winning record right now. So the end of the season looks like this. Next weekend, we have 4 games, 2 of them on Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. and again at 1 p.m. And that will be against the Bloomington Blades. And that will be at the Carmel Ice Arena in Carmel, Indiana. So we'll have 2 games there. And then Sunday to follow, we will have an 8:20 a.m. and an 11 a.m. game, and that will be against the Columbus Flames. So we'll have both of those games going on, or both series going on next weekend, and that is our last home games of the season. The following weekend, these kids are traveling to South Bend, Indiana, where they'll be playing in the President's Day weekend tournament at Notre Dame. And then the following weekend, or after Notre Dame, it's still yet to be determined. It may be a local arena, we're not sure yet, but it is going to be the Buckeye Tournament to show who is the best in your division for the end of the season. So hopefully we will be able to come home with some great wins to close out this season. It truly has been a great time with these kids and with this team. So thanks everyone for joining us today. We're getting a little bit of a late start due to some Zamboni issues. They had to fix the Zamboni and then get it back out to cut the ice. I want to thank a very special group of moms down there. Hey, hockey moms, fuel moms, Brooke. Okay, they're not hearing me right now, but these are some great hockey moms. They are wonderful hockey moms. Thank you so much for being such a great group of moms this year. And a special thanks to Meg Merriman, who brought me my morning coffee. This broadcast could not have been possible without the shot of caffeine from her. For all you hockey moms out there that couldn't make it today, we miss you, and we know you're watching along. And really, to any family who has kids involved in hockey, this is not necessarily the easiest sport. It is very demanding, lots of travel, lots of layers of clothing, and it's a huge time commitment too. So, you know, we don't just have a season for a few months at a time. We have a full, we have a 6-month-long season here that these kids are on and off the ice, you know, multiple times a week. So it is, you know, it's hard to believe that this season is already coming to an end, but just like Aaron says, absolutely a ton of fun. So much fun, and we know we have a hockey family. And speaking of hockey family, last weekend we spoke about one of our organization members. His name is Carson Rainey. He's part of the 15U junior fuel team, and you know, he was involved in a very serious car accident on his way to a tournament last weekend. He's still hospitalized in Dayton, Ohio, and is receiving excellent care. So to Carson and the entire Rainey family, this junior field team is behind you and support you 100%. You know, we wish you the best and speedy recoveries. If anyone is interested, please message me. There is a GoFundMe page that is set up for the Rainey family. You can find that on my Facebook page here on my profile. Please check that out. And you know, every little bit helps this family as they're currently living out of a hotel in Dayton until Carson can get transferred home. But there have been some great updates coming from Carson's family. He's making great progress, and hopefully he'll be able to come home, at least to be admitted to Riley Hospital within the next week or so. So with that being said, the Zamboni is off the ice now and getting ready to get cleared. Nets are set, and you can see the kids over on the far end. They are getting ready to take the ice here at Ohio University in Athens, Ohio, where the 12U Junior Fuel are getting ready to take on the Athens Buckeyes. Hey, for everyone who's saying they don't have sound, sound is coming through. A lot of people are saying, a lot of people can hear. So let's see here. You may want to double check any settings, maybe log off and log back on again, and try that, as I'm realizing I'm talking about the sound not working to people who can't hear anything. And yeah, so if anyone who can hear me can type this out to ask them to please, you know, try logging off, logging back in again, check their computer settings to see if they can get on. So, all right, the Athens Bobcats are taking the ice. Their bench is going to be directly below us, while the Junior Fuel are going to be across the way from us. We have 2 penalty boxes here. This penalty box for the Bobcats, and the other for the Junior Fuel. Here's our team in black today. Our team is in black. They're getting ready to go here from the Athens Arena here at Ohio University. Let's go Fuel. While they're getting the warm-ups in, let's go ahead and hit the roster for today. Today's roster. for the 12U Junior Fuel versus the Athens Bobcats. Number 2, Tyler Hublar. Number 3, Aiden Kerins. Number 4, Owen Mason. Number 13, Noah Robbins. Number 21, Mick Webb. Number 22, Taryn Hoster. Number 24, Chase Poole. Number 29, Marco Preston. Number 30, goalie, Alex Borgert. Number 52, Scotty Craft. Number 59, Logan Dietz. Number 62, Matthew Nelson. Number 70, Finn Smith. Number 77, Harrison Lucas. Number 92, Keegan Merriman. Number 95, Kellen Dych. Head coach today, Mark Dych. Assistant coach, Chad Dietz. Let's go Fuel. All right, some key things to watch on the field today. Penalties. Penalties are a big issue we had yesterday. Silly plays that led to tripping penalties, tripping calls that were not, were out of characteristic for these kids. So let's hope we'll see a reduction in tripping penalties today. Passing. We need strong passing today. Heads up hockey. The hockey, everyone seemed to be playing with their heads down yesterday, so that kind of caused some issues down the line. But if these kids can play with the same enthusiasm and the same energy as they did in Cleveland, you're going to see that there's a great chance for these kids to get a victory today. Less than a minute left to go in warm-ups here from the Ohio University Ice Arena in Athens, Ohio. And the kids are getting ready to get all the pucks put up, and we'll get ready for puck drop here. Only one injury to note. Yesterday, Chase Poole took a really hard fall, went through concussion protocol, and everything was clear for him, which was really good. We're getting ready to start the game here, even though it is a few minutes later. We had some issues with the Zamboni. It is my pleasure to be here to be able to broadcast this for you guys. For those family who can't make it, I love doing this. This is a lot of fun for me. I know that you guys want to see it, and you guys want to be able to watch these kids play, and we do a lot of traveling, so to be able to at least have some sort of picture of it is my pleasure to be able to present it for you. All right, here come the Fuel out to take the center ice. Starting at center is going to be Harrison Lucas, Keegan Merriman, and Mick Webb top and bottom. Scotty Craft and Tyler Hublar on defense. I will try and talk as loud as I can over the speakers. All right, in for the face-off, Lucas. Lucas wins the face-off, gets it over to Webb. Webb tosses it back to Hublar. Hublar chases it down in the Fuel zone. Lucas kicks it up to Merriman. Merriman has the puck going across the blue line into the Bobcat zone. Merriman tries to get it over to Webb, but isn't able to get it very far. Webb around the backside of the net, trying to get the puck with Athens on the side. Hublar fighting for it, keeps it in the zone. Lucas has it. Lucas takes a shot on goal, and it's covered by their goalie. Great shot on goal by Lucas. Face-off coming just to the left of Bobcats goalie. Aiden Kerins in for the face-off. Preston down below. Dych and Hoster in on defense. Dietz to the top. Bobcats send it around the backside of the boards where it bypasses Dych. It's going to go all the way down the end. We're going to have icing. We're going to take it back. Face-off is coming just to the left of the Bobcats goalie. Kerins in again. Dietz and Preston in, top and bottom. Dych and Hoster on defense. Kerins wins that face-off but loses the puck to the Bobcats. Bobcats fight for it up in the center ice. Athens sends it around the back side of the Fuel net. Tried to get a shot off, but Hoster's there to stop it. Hoster fighting for it up against the boards on the far side, and Kerins is able to come up with the puck. Kerins has the puck, drives across center ice. Preston's open down here in the corner, doesn't see him though, and the puck comes loose. Preston tries to get to it. Puck comes back out to center ice where the Bobcats take it over. This is a very fast Athens team here today, guys. Athens has the puck at center ice, setting things up. Fuel trying to figure out where to go with it. They tried to send it around the boards, but it's deflected off of the skate of the goalie, or of the referee. Puck comes all the way down the ice, and we're gonna have no icing. Comes around the back side of the net, where Craft is trying to get it away from him. Dietz in there trying to fight for it up against the board. I'm sorry, that's Nelson up against the boards trying to fight for it. Preston has the puck now, but loses it, turns it over to Bobcats. Bobcats have the puck, try to get a centering shot on goal, but overshoots his player. Around the back side of the net comes the Bobcats. They try to get a centering pass up front. Shot on goal, and it's just wide left to Borgert. Fuel have the puck, trying to get it out of their zone. It's pinned up against the boards, pops out to center ice, where they're going after it there. Smith has the puck, crosses the blue line. We're gonna have offsides by the Fuel. 9 minutes, 43 seconds left to go here in a scoreless first period. Out on the ice now for the face-off. We've got Nelson in for the face-off. Smith and Mason up top with Robbins and Poole on defense. Nelson wins that face-off, sends it around to the side, and Athens has it. Mason going after it. Poole catches a little bit of it, gets that puck up against the boards and sends it out to center ice. Round the corner on it, Bobcats center it back up on it. But who is that? That Smith is in there on that. Smith and Nelson fighting for the puck up against the boards. Nelson moving it around the side. Smith waiting for it to pop out, and Bobcats end up with the puck. Sends it across ice. Poole's running for it. He's trying to get after it. And Robbins is there on defense, ready to back him up. 9 minutes, 8 seconds left to go. 9 minutes, 6 seconds left to go here in this first period. Scoreless in Athens. Face-off coming just to the right of the Bobcats goalie. Hublar and Craft again on defense with Lucas, Webb, and Merriman in. Lucas tries to get a shot off on goal, but unfortunately, Bobcats step in on that. Great defensive play by Craft to keep that in. He takes a shot on goal, and it is snatched out of the air by the Bobcats goalie. Face-off coming just to the left of the Bobcats goal. Lucas in at center, Merriman, Webb up top, Craft and Hublar in on defense. Fuel lose that face-off. Buckeyes take it over on the far boards. They're moving it up around down center ice on that. Craft, quick pursuit to pop that puck out of there, and he does. Fueler trying to get it away from there, but the Bobcats go in. They take a shot on goal, and it's just wide left of Borgert. Craft trying to get it out again on the zone on it. Uses the boards to rebound it up to Lucas. Lucas cross ice pass up to Webb. Webb isn't able to keep control of it as it gets taken away by the Bobcats. We've got offsides from the Fuel. All right, in on defense, or Preston Dietz with with Kerins in on offense, Poole and Robbins in on defense. Bobcats win that face-off. They send it cross ice along the way there. Poole's got that puck and he stops it. Tries to send it up the boards over to Dietz, but isn't able to do it. Great save and stop by Borgert. Face-off coming just to the right, or just to the right of Borgert now, with 8 minutes left to go in this first period. Kerins in, Kerins loses the face-off on it. Shot on goal by the Bobcats, and it is snatched up by Borgert. Kerins in again for the face-off. Bobcats again win that face-off on it. Try to get another shot on goal, and it gets deflected high and above the head of Borgert. Bobcats send it up against the boards where they're trying to keep it in. They do, and the puck pops back out. Kerins tries to get in. Dietz has the puck. Preston tries to get over to it, but the Bobcats take over possession. Up on the side there. Robbins fighting for it to get it across ice, and he does. Dietz racing for it on the boards there. Gets it over to Preston. Preston looks for a centering pass up to Dietz. Isn't able to get it to him. Hoster in for that. She just steps on the ice and is able to kick it back over into the Buckeye zone. Collision mid-ice between Kerins and Dych on that, but they are able to get up quickly. Bobcats regroup. Fuel have new fresh legs on the ice. And Mason tries to keep it in, but just overskates the puck. Buckeyes coming down the way, or Bobcats coming down the way. Get tripped up along the boards there, and Borgert's able to deflect it around the side. He drops and covers. Glad you can hear it now, Lisa. 6 minutes, 47 seconds left to go here in this first period. We are scoreless in Athens. Nelson takes that face off, tries to get it over to Mason. Mason fighting to keep it out. He tries to kick it out, but the Bobcats kick it in. Bobcats have possession right in front of the net. Shot on goal, and that's a save by Borgert. Looks like we've got the Lucas Merriman Webb line in again. Merriman up top, Webb down below, Craft and Hublar in on defense. Lucas wins that face-off, but the Bobcats are quick to regain possession. Fuel send it up against the boards where Merriman has the puck. He's driving it down the ice, uses the boards as a great rebound tool. He's making a drop pass back to Lucas. Lucas takes a shot on goal, and it's covered by the goalie. The goalie hits it. Gets hit 3 times with the puck on that and does not go in. Oh my gosh. High check. Around the edge there goes the puck with the Bobcats trying to get it out, but Merriman kicks it back in. Craft in on ice. He's driving it down the way there. Great stop by Lucas. Lucas takes a shot on goal, and it's just wide left of Bobcats goalie. Merriman tries to get to it around the backside again. We got Craft here ready to go. Craft on that. Lucas ready to switch it back in, and we've got offsides. Great play by Lucas. Great hustle by Lucas to keep it in. That was really well done by him, but unfortunately the puck was just slightly offsides now. All right. In for the face-off is Kerins. Kerins to Preston. He wins that one. Preston passes it back to Robbins, and Robbins sends it in. However, the puck comes back out. Poole sends it over across ice up to Dietz. Dietz fighting for it. Kerins up against the side there, trying to get it back over to Preston. Puck comes loose over here to the edge. Robbins sends it back, tries to get it around the boards, but isn't unable to do so. Around the edge there, Poole is on defense to stop him. With it, he steps up and he takes a hit up against the boards. Puck comes out again. Poole knocks it out of the way on it. Ooh, shot on goal, and it deflects off of Borgert's glove. Or actually, it misses Borgert's glove, hits the top post of the net, and bounces out of play. 4 minutes, 52 seconds left to go in a scoreless first period. The Junior Fuel are here in Athens taking on the Bobcats for the first game. The second game is to follow at noon. Face-off won by Kerins, who sends it over to the side. The Bobcats take over quickly. Bobcats get a centering pass, but it is not able to go anywhere. but they're able to keep it into the fuel zone, and they send it up against the boards along the side. Here they come out. Great play by Nelson to keep it out. Bobcats got to regroup on it. Hoster in on defense now to challenge. Shot on goal, and it does not make it to the net. Great passing by this Bobcat team. Athens tries to get a pass in front of the net, but isn't able to. Hublar just fighting to try and get it out of their own zone. 4 minutes left to go in this first period. Puck is fired down the ice on it by Kerins, and we're not going to get any icing on it as Preston is able to get to it. Preston fighting for the puck up against the side. Kerins tries to get a shot on goal, but gets tangled up with sticks there. Puck comes back out to center ice, where Dietz passes it back over. Shot on goal from Preston, and it's deflected by Bobcats goalie. Change of legs on the ice now. As Finn Smith hops in now, tries to get a big piece of that action. Hoster up against the boards, fighting for it. She sends it over to Smith. And the puck pops out to center ice. Mason has the puck. He's got Dych open on the corner. He sends it over to Dych. Dych has the puck, sends it up forward to Smith. Smith is able to kick it in with his feet, but the Bobcats quickly turn it back out. Craft has the puck. He's driving down the ice, trying to get through it. He's getting tripped up by the Bobcats player. They're trying to get a shot on goal, and it just deflects off of their puck and over the stick of Mason. Dych in on that play, trying to disrupt it, and he does. The puck is caught up against the sideboards. Mason's in there as well with Nelson. They're fighting to get it out. Smith on backup, going to take a shot on goal, and it goes between the legs of Dych and Craft and barely misses Borgert. Bobcats try and get another shot on goal, but Dych is able to deflect it. Comes up along the sideboards on that, and they come down the edge. Puck is deflected over, and we've got icing. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in this scoreless first period. The Junior Fuel are taking on the Athens Bobcats at Ohio University. Faceoff is coming just to the left of Bobcats goalie. Lucas in for the faceoff. Merriman, Webb up top. Craft and Hublar in on defense. Lucas wins the faceoff, gets it over to Webb, but Webb loses it to the Bobcat player. Back here on defense is Craft. Craft tries to send that puck back in, and it happens on the second time. Lucas in on that, tries to get it back up to Merriman, but puck just misses Merriman's stick. Bobcats coming down the way there. Craft tries to stop him, tries to trip him up on it. Hublar tries to get a stop in, and a great save and cover by Borgert. With 2 minutes left to go here in this first period. Face-off coming just to the right of Borgert. Lucas shoots the puck way out, tries to get it out of the zone, but is unable to. So the Fuel are fighting to get it away and get it out of their zone finally. Lucas has the puck, trying to get it out, but puck gets stuck at center ice. Bobcats take it over, pass it back into the Fuel zone, and the Fuel pass it back out. It goes over into the Bobcat zone, where Merriman tries to step in and get it out. Bobcats send that over to the edge there. Poole has the puck over in the far corner, sends it cross ice to Merriman. Merriman unable to receive it, goes up to catch it, and Robbins misses the puck as well. Lucas sends it over to the side to Webb. Webb passes it back over to Lucas. Lucas has the puck, sends it back over to Merriman. Merriman has it in the near corner. Centers pass up to Webb, and Webb isn't able to get a stick on it. Up on the far boards, the Bobcats take over, but Dych steps in and keeps it into play. Bobcats try to regroup and center on it, where they put the puck up against the glass. Dych sends it over mid-ice, and the Bobcats take over possession. Up against the side there, Hoster in on defense, and she's able to knock that drive out of play. Comes over again up against the boards there. Hoster tips it up over the stick of the Bobcats and over to Lucas. Lucas drives, sends it to Preston. Preston shot on goal, and it is covered by the Bobcats. Great play by by both teams on this. There's a reason why these two teams are ranked number 1 and number 2 in their division. It is this level of play that you see. It's the good passing, it's the good communication and heads-up hockey. So thanks for watching. We got a great game going on right now. Kerins in for the face-off with Dietz and Preston up top and bottom. Dych misses that puck, and so he's got to drop back to chase it into the fuel zone. Sends it back to center ice to Preston. Preston fighting for it up against the boards. Preston is able to send it over, gets a shot off, and it is deflected by the goalie. Dietz in pursuit in the far corner. Kerins steps up with the puck. He goes in, tries to get a shot off. We've got 15 seconds left to go here in this first period. Puck comes down around the way there. Preston's looking to get to it, but Hoster is there to get it. Hoster sends it up the boards to Preston. 7 seconds left to go, and they are taking a shot in, and it is a deflection by Borgert on it, and that is the end of the first period. Huge difference in today's play, absolutely. The way these kids are playing now versus the way they played yesterday, it is night and day. These kids are focused. They want this win today. So we're seeing some really great hockey. We're seeing smart hockey being played here today in Athens. Again, this Athens team and the junior field team, they are ranked number 1 and number 2 of their divisions. So this is our last away game here for our season, for the regular season outside of tournaments. Next weekend is our last home game, so if you are in the area, please come and join us on Saturday at 10:30 a.m. where we will be taking on the Bloomington Blades at the Carmel Ice Arena, and then again at 1 p.m. versus the Bloomington Blades at Carmel again. And then Sunday you will find us at the fuel tank at 8:20 a.m. and 11 a.m. where we'll be taking on the Columbus Flames in our last 2 home game series. The following weekend, if you are so inclined, come join us in South Bend, Indiana at Notre Dame, where we will be participating in the President's Day Cup tournament. Let's just say that there were select words last night after the game Chuck, that inspired the kids to play better today. All right, here we go. The start of the second period in for the face-off. It looks like Nelson's in for the face-off with Smith and Mason up top and bottom, and Hublar and Craft on defense. Mason has the puck up against the side. Hublar sends it in, and Smith is able to kick it back over to Mason. Mason sends it up against the far boards. Smith is over to this side to receive. Centering pass in front of the goal on that one, and it just misses the goalie. Bobcats send it around the backside of their net again, up against the far boards, and great step up by Craft to keep it back in. Puck is on the far corner, up against the ice, hits Nelson on the shoulder on that, but Nelson does his best to keep it in. Bobcats centering it around, and Hublar steps up with a great defensive play. Bobcats are going in on a shot, tried to shake a shot on goal, and it is just wide left of the net. Fuel trying to get it out again, out of their zone. Shot on goal by the Bobcats, and it is a stop and cover by Borgert. Ten minutes, 54 seconds left to go here in this second period. We are scoreless in Athens. Face off just to the right of Borgert here, and for the face off is Lucas. Lucas sends it back. Poole shoots it around the back side of the net over to Robbins. Robbins has the puck, tries to get it back over to Poole. Webb fighting for it with Lucas on the side there. Poole has it. He's going to pass it up to Merriman. He's able to use the boards and get it up to Merriman. Well done. Merriman has the puck again. Poole in to kick it out, and Bobcats come ragged around it, and that's a great shot on goal, but good puck sense, or good job by Borgert in keeping an eye on it. Up against the far boards there, Webb kicks it into center ice. Merriman's in to pursue. They take it back over, and Lucas takes it across center ice, takes it across that blue line, gets tripped up on the far corner.
Poole goes after it to try and get to it. He races around the side there, sees Merriman open. Great pass to Merriman, great pass from Poole to Merriman. Merriman's working to get it out of the zone, and he does. He gets it into the Bobcats zone, but the Bobcats quickly take over. Robbins in on that, shot on goal, and it's a deflection by Borgert. Poole gets it in the near corner, shoots it over the head of the Bobcats player, and the Bobcats send it in again to the near side corner. Shot on goal. Oh my gosh, shot on goal, and it is just in front of Borgert on that one. That's a cringeworthy shot with that one, because you don't know where that puck is going. Bobcats have possession of the puck, try to toss it in again, and it gets ricocheted back out from the skates of all the players. Fueler trying to fight for possession to get it out of their zone, but can't get it anywhere. Robbins trying to get it out, and the Bobcats try to step in to get it taken away. Lucas has the puck, drives across center ice, Merriman to the back. Lucas drop passes back to Merriman. Merriman tries to center it over to Webb, but the Buckeyes pop in to stop it. Hoster in now on defense with Dych. Hoster and Dych in, and the puck comes along that sideboard. We've got no offsides on that as Hoster is up ready to grab it. She sends it up against the glass there, and Lucas is able to kick it up over to Preston. Preston has the puck. He's driving in down center ice, takes a shot on goal, and it's deflected by the Buckeye player. Lucas is over on the side, tries to get it back to it. Hoster sends it in, and it ricochets off the skate of a Buckeye player, or Bobcat player, sorry. Great job by Dych in trying to keep it in there. He really did everything he could, and we've got icing, so we're going to come back just to face off just to the left of the Bobcats goalie. 8 minutes, 22 seconds left to go here in a scoreless game. We're in the second period here where the junior field are taking on the Athens Bobcats here at Ohio University. In for the faceoff is Kerins with Dietz and Preston up top and bottom. Hoster and Dych in on defense. Kerins wins that faceoff, sends it to Preston. Preston to Hoster. Hoster takes a shot on goal and they score! She gets her goal! Fuel go up 1-0 with 8 minutes, 16 seconds left. I believe that Taryn Hoster is going to be credited with a goal on that one for that shot from the top of the ice. All right, Kerins tries to kick it back in, and he does. Dietz out there as well, and the Fuel are able to get it out. Oh, they keep it in the Bobcat zone. Preston over on the side trying to get to it. Great play by Dych to glove it and drop it back down. Kerins has the puck, goes in, takes a shot on goal, and it is deflected off the glove of the goalie. Athens has the puck now, driving down the ice, coming off of it. They get it across the way, and they've got offsides. Turn down for what? All right. 7 minutes, 34 seconds left to go. The Fuel are on the board with a goal from Taryn Hoster. Nelson in for the face-off here with Hublar and Smith up top and bottom. Hublar and Mason up top and bottom. Mason has the puck, kicking it around, gets it in through the goal. On defense right now, we've got Hublar and Craft on defense. Around the far side, Athens takes the puck. They send it cross ice. Craft is able to get into it, Hubler is able to get into that collision from Hublar, but he gets right back up. Around the back side of the net, Bobcats are fighting for it there. Sorry, I was watching to see what was going on, and we've got offsides as Mason and Nelson were not able to get over that line fast enough. Sorry, I had a coffee break there for a second. All right, in on the line, we got Merriman and Webb. Lucas calling the shots there as to where he wants his players to be. We got Merriman, Webb, Hublar, and Craft in on defense right now. Lucas wins that face-off, but the Bobcats take it over. Pass from Craft into the Bobcat zone over to Merriman in the far corner. Merriman's trying to get up to it, and he's able to knock the stick out of the player's hand on it. Fuel trying to regroup. Got everyone across the blue line now. Here comes a pass from Webb, from Lucas. Webb tries to get to it, but loses possession of the puck. Craft steps in on that, and the puck is coming back around on this near side. Craft regrouping, looking to see where his teammates are. Webb up top here. Craft spins around, passes back over to, looking to pass over to Webb on it. Tries to send it in, but is not able to. So Hublar's there on the side, needs Craft to get back over, and he does not get back in time. 6 minutes, 19 seconds left to go here in the second period. The Fuel are on the board with the score of 1-0. The goal came from Taryn Hoster with a beautiful shot from the blue line that went in. In for the face-off is Lucas with Merriman and Webb up top and bottom. Poole and Robinson on defense. Lucas loses that face-off, and the Bobcats take it over, and we got icing coming back down here, so the face-off's going to come just to the right of goal. All right, change of line here for the offense. Merriman off, and we've got Dietz, Preston, and Kerins in now. Poole and Robbins still in on defense. Kerins wins that face-off, sends it over to Preston. Preston backs it over to Robbins. Robbins back to Preston. Preston takes a shot on goal, and it's deflected by Bobcats goalie. Kerins gets tripped up there behind the net. Wrap-around shot from Dietz. And again, rebound from Kerins. Kerins puts it in the goal. Junior Fuel go up 2-0 over the Athens Bobcats. Kerins in again for the face-off with Dietz and Preston up top and bottom. Poole and Robbins in on defense. Fuel win that face-off, and he gets pushed back to behind the net, and the near boards is where the puck comes. They're popping it out, and Poole is right there to get that puck. Oh, tries to get it out, but Bobcats pop right back in on it. Great play by Kerins to kick it out of there. Preston over, gets it on the far boards where the Bobcats get to it again. Poole stationed right in front of the net there. Dietz ready to go. Dietz passes it over to Kerins. Kerins sends it up on the far corner where rebounds off the boards, and the Bobcats try and get it back into the Fuel zone, and they do. Poole goes after it in the far corner. He has the puck. He's looking to send it, and he does. He sends it up against the boards where Dietz is here ready to get it. Kerins has the puck now. Sends it cross ice over to Preston, but the Bobcats are right there. Tries to kick it in. Preston gets that puck. He goes for it. Dietz shooting up to the front there, trying to get a pass. Preston takes a shot on goal, and it is deflected. Great job by the Fuel to get their sticks up on that one. Dych backhands it back into the center ice where Dietz is able to get that puck. Dietz is going to go in, takes it across the blue line. Dietz goes in, loses the puck there, but Nelson is there to pick it up. Shot on goal by Nelson. It's deflected by the goalie. Bobcats have it again. It comes down the side there. Gets twisted up here in the corner, and we've got a penalty coming up against Dietz. Dietz is getting called on a 2-minute penalty for hooking, so the Fuel are going to be shorthanded here for the next 2 minutes. 4 minutes, 26 seconds left to go in this second period. The Fuel are leading with the score of 2-0. Nelson fighting for that face-off there. Smith in as well. Smith has the puck. He's driving across the blue line, tries to get it in deeper into their zone, and the Bobcats take it over. Nelson in, he's got the puck, he's trying to get in and get something going. Smith fighting for it as well. It's just a scrum for that over in the far corner. Oh, and Nelson takes a hard fall. Dych sends it around the boards there. Nelson's ready to get to it, but the puck passes Nelson's stick. Comes up the side there. Hoster's in on defense here. She's on it. The puck gets dropped back, and Nelson's trying to go after it. Buckeyes spin pass around to the backside, and Nelson's there to take over that puck. 1 minute left to go, and penalty for Dych here, or for Dietz here, who is serving a 2-minute penalty for hooking. The Bobcats send it in around the backside of the net where Hoster gets to it. She sends it up the boards over to Smith. Smith tries to send it over to the edge there to Lucas. And Hoster's got it back again. Hoster sends it over to the boards again, but the Bobcats are going to be able to take it over. Bobcats trying to get it positioned up in front of Borgert, but the Fuel are not letting them get a chance to get to that puck. Lucas takes a hard fall, and Hoster's trying to fight for it now. Puck is shot behind the net there. And Preston's able to clear it. We've got icing though. 22 seconds left to go here in the power play for the Bobcats. Logan Dietz is serving a 2-minute penalty for hooking. Although I think both players should have gotten that one because they were both tangled up really well. All right, over in the far corner for the faceoff there. Merriman's in for the faceoff with Webb. Who is that? Hublar and Craft in on defense. Merriman wins that faceoff, sends it back to Craft. Craft tries to get to it. Webb steps up tries to get it out, but isn't able to. Merriman and Craft fighting for it, and Merriman comes up with the puck on the far boards. Gets it around the Bobcat player, takes it across the blue line, tries to keep his footing along with the puck at the same time, sends it towards the net, and Webb is able to get it out. We're back at full strength now as the penalty on Dietz has expired. Craft sends it across ice to Merriman. Merriman has the puck. Mason steps on the ice now as a replacement for Dietz. Puck comes around the backside of the net in the Buckeye zone up against the far boards. Craft here on defense tries to get to it, but the puck comes all the way down. We're not going to have any icing as there's not going to be anywhere for it to go. Hublar has the puck, sends it across ice, tries to get it over to Nelson, but is unable to. Shot on goal from the Bobcats, and it is deflected by Borgert. Again, another shot, another deflection by Borgert. Mason has the puck on the near boards, driving it down the side, tries to rebound it off the board, but isn't able to. But Hublar steps up, passes it over to Webb. Webb takes it across the blue line, tries to center it up in front of the net, but the Bobcats take it over. Ooh, Mason takes a hard fall and is down. We got a player down now as Owen Mason takes a hard fall down onto the ice. Looks like he landed on his shoulder, on his arm or his shoulder really hard on that. His stick got caught up in the players. His stick got caught up in the Bobcat player's stick as well, and I think it just pulled his arm, and he hit the ground really, really hard on that. So Mason getting up now. Owen Mason getting up now. We got to stop in action right now as we have a Fuel player down. And Owen Mason gets up and is being assisted off the ice. Oh, it looks like his ankle. Looks like he may have twisted his ankle out there. So Mason's going to step off of the ice right now with the assistance of Coach Lucas and Coach Dietz. All right, 1:28 left to go here in the second period. The Junior Fuel are leading the Athens Bobcats with the score of 2-0. Goals coming from Taryn Hoster and from Aiden Kerins. Let's see here. In for the faceoff. Kerins in. Robbins on defense. Poole on defense. Kerins wins the faceoff, sends it back to Poole. Poole takes it around the backside, dekes around that player, sends it up the boards to Dietz. Dietz has the puck, tries to get it out of the zone, but the Bobcats kick it back in. Poole steps up to get it out and is fighting for the puck there on the side. Robbins sends it across the ice over to Kerins. Kerins fighting for it up against the boards. Puck gets shot up by the Bobcats and it ends up right into Kerins. Oh, right into Kerins' padding there. Great centering pass in front of their goalie on that. Shot on goal again by Kerins and it's deflected. Robbins sends it across ice to Dietz. Dietz has the puck. He takes it across the blue line. Bobcats doing everything they can to kick it out. 30 seconds left to go here in this second period. Preston around the side there tries to get to it as the puck is going to go all the way back down, and we've got icing with 27 seconds left to go here in the second period. In for the face-off is Lucas with Merriman, Webb up top and bottom. Hoster, Dych in on defense. Lucas loses that face-off, but the Bobcats actually send it back over to Webb. Puck comes around the far side where Hoster's ready to challenge. She steps up to get that puck out, and Merriman throws himself out the puck as well. Lucas goes in for a shot on goal, and it's a save by Bobcats goalie. 11 seconds left to go here in this second period. Lucas in for the face-off. Merriman, Webb up top, bottom. Hoster, Dych on defense. Lucas wins that face-off, sends it over to Merriman. Merriman tries to kick it along the boards, doesn't get very far. Centering pass from Lucas to Webb, and it's just high. And we've got the end of the second period now. All right, let's recap that second period. What an awesome second period that was. They are playing strong, they're playing hard, they're playing aggressive. We had 2 goals that period. The first one coming from Taryn Hoster. I believe she's the one who got credited from it. She took the shot from the top of the blue line and it went in. It kind of ricocheted around there, but I believe she's going to get credited for that, or at least the assist on it. And then for the second goal, it was a great shot from Aiden Kerins in. So 2 goals there in the second period, which puts the fuel up over the Athens Bobcats. Shots on goal so far, the Fuel currently have 12 shots on goal, while the Bobcats only have 6 shots on goal. So they are absolutely a huge change from yesterday's game. They're playing like they want to get to this one. So they're doing fantastic tonight, or this morning. We do have a second game after this at noon, so make sure you join us here again for that second game. And then next weekend, join us at home at the Carmel Ice Arena at 10:30 Saturday morning, and then again at 1 o'clock, where we'll be taking on the Bloomington Blades there. It's our last home weekend, so make sure you come out and support these kids. All right, we're getting ready to start the third period. Let's hope these kids can finish this out strong and end this game with a W on their score sheet. So heading back to live action now. As if looking at my pretty face wasn't enough for you guys. Come on. I could just live stream the whole thing while filming myself and just tell you what I'm looking at. So, good news is it looks like Owen Mason got that ankle worked out. He's back out on the ice. He took a hard fall and kind of limped off the ice there with assistance from the coaches, but he is back on there and is ready to go. Borgert ready to go in net. Nelson, Mason, Smith out on offense with Dych and Hoster in on defense. Nelson wins that faceoff, kicks it over to the Bobcats. The Bobcats send it over. Dych sends it up the boards here. Center ice over to Nelson. Smith pops it back, but sends it back over. Had to wait for Nelson to get across that blue line. Smith has the puck. He's driving in. Mason centered in front of the net. Shot on goal by Smith, and it is just deflected. Mason trying to get to it in that far corner, and the Bobcats come up with the puck. Great job by Hoster to keep it in. Smith has the puck, tries to get a shot off, but is unable to. Bobcats have it on the near boards. Dych on defense, ready to stop it. Bobcats turn it over to Nelson. Nelson has the puck, tries to get a backhanded shot to the goal, but is unable to get it to net. There we go. We got icing, so we're coming back to the right side of the Bobcats goalie. Kerins in for the faceoff. Preston and Dietz top and bottom. Dych and Hoster in still on defense. Kerins wins that faceoff, sends it to Preston. Preston to Dych. Dych sends it over to Dietz. Passes a little high. Dietz swings at it to try and get it in, but it deflects off of his shoulder. Around the near side boards, Preston sends the puck up against the glass over to Dietz in the far corner. Dietz has the puck. It's got Preston at center, but not close enough to the net. Preston steps in to kick that puck away, and he does. Sends it up against the glass again. Over to Dietz in the far corner, and the Bobcats step up to take over possession. Puck doesn't go very far there as Preston steps up again, tries to get a shot off, but puck isn't going very far. Again, Preston sending it up and down that glass nonstop. Over in the corner, Hoster's got it. Hoster trying to fight to keep it in. And the puck comes out to center ice where Dych is ready to get to it. Dietz has the puck, sends it back into their zone, but unfortunately isn't able to get it anywhere. Bobcats have the puck, and the Fuel take it over there in their zone. This is like ping pong at this point. Bobcats, oh wow! Bobcats took a run in at the goal, took a shot, it deflected off of the leg of Borgert, and right into the stick of another Bobcat player, and they put it in right behind Alex. 9 minutes, 59 seconds left to go here in this third period, and the Bobcats have just put themselves on the board with a goal, so we've got 2-1 now in favor of the Fuel. Lucas, Merriman, Webb in offense. We got Hublar and Craft in on defense. Hublar sends it back into center ice over to Lucas. Lucas has it driving down the far corner, takes a shot on goal, and it is deflected, but then kicked out of the way by the Bobcats. We got icing, so we're going to come back. Great shot on goal by Harrison Lucas on that. But unfortunately, it just did not get past that goalie. Lucas in now again for the face-off. Webb and Merriman top and bottom. Lucas wins the face-off, sends it across the near boards. Hublar steps in to try and get to it. Craft grabs it in pursuit. Sends it up against the boards over to Webb. Webb sends it over to Lucas. Lucas takes it across the blue line. He's trying to make a drive to it. No tripping call, no hooking call. Shot in front of goal by Lucas, and he does not get anywhere. Craft tries to get to it again. Good hustle by Merriman to keep it out of play. Merriman kicks it around. He's got the puck up on the side there, and the Bobcats take it in. Bobcats going in for a shot. Pass it center ice on it, and the Bobcats have just tied this game 2-2. We have a tie game here now, people, as the Bobcats just scored back-to-back in a minute. In for the face-off is Nelson with Smith and Mason top and bottom, Poole and Robbins in on defense. Nelson wins that face-off. He's taking it down the ice, drives across the blue line on it, goes in to take a shot on goal, centering pass up to Mason, and Mason takes a shot on goal, and it is covered by Bobcats goalie. Eight minutes, 42 seconds left to go here in this game. It is tied now at 2 apiece. Nelson in again on face-off. Smith and Mason top and bottom. Mason tries to get to it. Robbins and Poole in on defense. Poole up there ready to challenge. We've got Bobcats take it across the blue line. Good job by Poole knocking that puck out of play. Poole is back ready for that puck to pop out, but the Fuel are able to get it across the ice, or get it across into the Bobcat zone. Smith steps up to try and keep it in, isn't able to go anywhere. Kerins tries to fight for it. We've got offsides on the Bobcats. 8 minutes, 7 seconds left to go here in this game. We are tied at 2 apiece. In for the face-off, Kerins, Preston, and Dietz with Hoster, Dych on defense. Fuel win the face-off. Preston kicks it back to Dych. Dych misses the puck as he has to take it back around the backside of the net. Oh no! Sends it around. Tries to get it up against the boards, but we got some sloppy play going on right now. Fuel just need to take a deep breath and just kind of go back to playing the hockey they were playing earlier today. Stop and a cover by Borgert. All right, Hoster and Dych in on defense. We've got the Merriman, Lucas, Webb line back in now on offense. Lucas wins that face-off over to Dych. Dych tries to get it out of the zone. Merriman steps up to cover on it. Keeps it out from in front of Borgert. Hoster flips it up over to Merriman. Merriman drops it back to Lucas. To Webb. Lucas. Lucas and Webb get it out of the zone. Fighting to keep it in. Lucas goes in. Lucas has the puck. He's driving. Tries to get a shot off, but he's getting hooked. Come on. Merriman tries to kick it back on that. Merriman takes a shot on goal, and the goalie is able to barely deflect that. Bobcats again try and get it out. Dych here on defense to keep it in. He does. He sends it over to Webb, but the Bobcats come up with it. Puck stays into the Bobcat zone as Merriman sitting on it, literally. Lucas spins around, tries to get it out, but Hoster steps in to keep it into the Bobcat zone. Bobcats flip it up high in the air, and it goes all the way down the ice. We are not going to have icing as this ice has gotten so choppy. The puck is just not moving anywhere anymore. Up against the far boards there with 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this tie game. The Fuel are fighting for everything they've got to get it out of their zone and get it down across ice. Puck comes across the way there. Bobcats have to regroup. They try to send it down the middle, and Lucas takes it across center ice, goes in, tries to get a shot off, and the Bobcats pop that puck out. Mason in now with Smith. Lucas has that puck. He's going. He's got it. Takes it around the side there. Smith ready to go. Get that rebound. Shot on goal, and it is deflected. Another shot by Smith, and it hits the side post on that. Lucas and Smith around the back end. Try to get to it. Mason goes in, tries to take a shot, and it's no goal. Come on, gotta get it in, guys. The puck is loose in front of the goalie, and it is a scrum up there. Wow, that was some great play, great aggression in front of the net there. Try and get it in. Mason was not going to let it stop. He just kept poking. Nelson in for the face-off with Mason, Smith on offense, Craft and Hublar in on defense. Nelson wins the face-off. Back over to Smith. Smith takes it over. Goes and looks for a shot. Takes a shot on goal, and it does not make it through traffic. But the puck is stopped just under the legs of the goalie. I shouldn't have yelled at that. Smith took a hard fall backwards. Nelson took a hard fall backwards. Got pushed back by one of the Athens players. This is where it's starting to get high. It's 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. This is a tied game at 2 apiece. Nelson in for the face-off. Mason, Smith, top, bottom. Hublar, Craft in on offense, defense. And they're not going to, coach called to ask for a clarification why that wasn't called for a penalty, and the referee, Mr. Beardface, said nothing. Yes, he has a big giant beard. Not that there's anything against Beard, but I'm just going to call him referee Beardface. Craft tries to do everything he can to keep it in. Mason in pursuit to get to it. Nelson tries to kick it back, and the puck comes around the far side boards where Hublar goes after it. Hublar chases it down, but then the puck stops right behind the net. Puck is right there on the side of Borgert on it. Shot on goal by the Bobcats, and not able to get to it. And the puck is stopped and covered by Borgert. Borgert's slow to get up, but it looks like he just got the wind knocked out of him. All right, face-off coming just to the left of Borgert here. Kerins in for the face-off, loses the face-off. Bobcats take it over. They try to get a pass over, but it's deflected by the leg of Kerins. Kerins sends it up to Dietz. Dietz has the puck. Dietz taking a drive down ice on it. Doesn't get anywhere. Poole has the puck now. tries to send it in, but Dietz hasn't gotten it back on sides yet. Poole flips it up to center ice on it, and he pursues it back in the far corner. Referee Beardface calls no icing. Poole sends it around the backside of the net where Preston's ready to grab it. Preston has it. Preston sends it cross ice over to Dietz. Dietz has the puck. He's going to take it across the blue line. Tries to take it across the blue line, but is not able to get it to move. I told you this ice is getting really rough. You can see there's so much snow on it. It's a shame that they can't at least do a quick sweep or something in between periods on this. All right. Referee Beardface to drop the puck there. Look, he has a giant beard for a face. All right. And for the face-off is Lucas with Merriman, Webb, top, bottom, Hoster, Dych, defense. Lucas wins that face-off, kicks it over into the Bobcat zone. Bobcats send it over to the near boards. Comes up to this side there. Dych has it, sends it to Merriman. Merriman has the puck. He's trying to take it down the boards there, but loses control of the puck. Lucas takes it across the blue line there, tries to go in on it, looking to get a shot off, and the goalie deflects it. Merriman in to try and help him back up on that, but it can't get very far as the Bobcats take it over with 3 minutes, 56 seconds left to go in this game. The Bobcats take over possession, driving down the ice there, and the Fuel step up to kick it out of the way. But the Bobcats go and take a shot on goal, and it's deflected by Borgert on it, and the puck is loose in front of the net, and the Fuel come up with it. Bobcats send it back out again and tries to go in for a shot on goal. It's deflected by Borgert, and we got tree left in the turn, and it is a tie game here, ladies and gentlemen, at Ohio University in Athens, where the Bobcats and the Fuel are currently tied up at 2 apiece. Dych has the puck now. He's looking to send it out of the zone, and Bobcats are able to keep it in around the side there. Gets wrapped around shot. Dych takes over possession of the puck, sends it through the legs of the Bobcats where Merriman goes after it, but the Bobcats kick it back in. Dych sends it up against the boards, tries to get it to Merriman again. To Lucas. Lucas sends it across ice to Webb. Webb fighting for it, racing for it, and the Bobcats send it back out of the zone. Fuel got to get back into this here in order to get up on it, so they're going to go in for it. Lucas on the far side has possession of the puck. He's looking to set something up, gets tripped up, but no call. Webb has the puck, shot on goal by Webb, and it is deflected by their goalie. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in this game. We're tied at 2 apiece. Webb takes a hard hit up against the boards behind the net. Hoster steps up, trying to deflect that, but isn't unable to get to it, so the Fuel got to come back on sides again. Dych has the puck, tries to send it in, but doesn't get past center ice on it. Lucas sends it in again. Merriman ready to go for it. Dych stops it there at center ice, and the Bobcats take it over. The puck is lost underneath one of the Bobcats players here at center, and the Bobcats come up with possession. Dych in hot pursuit for it with Preston in as defense as well. Merriman tried to get over, Merriman backhands it over to Smith. And Smith is trying to get to it there at the blue line. Bobcats got to regroup. Kerins steps in and kicks it into the Bobcat zone. Kerins has the puck. Kerins already has 1 goal for today. He's looking to try to set up something else. Tries to get a wraparound pass to Smith in front of the net, but isn't able to do it. Less than 2 minutes in this game here now, as the Fuel are fighting for it around the back side of the net. Craft steps up on it, tries to keep it in, but isn't able to. Smith kicks it back over to the far corner to Craft. Craft has it, tries to get around the backside of the boards. Got to change legs on the ice for the Bobcats. Wraparound shot to the front of the ice there. And the Fuel got to regroup as Preston did not see that. The Fuel were not back on sides. Woo! 1:21 left to go in this game. We got a timeout taken by the Bobcats now. 20 shots on goal by the junior Fuel today. That is twice as much as they had during all of yesterday's game. These kids are playing harder, they're playing faster, they're playing more aggressive. Problem is, we're now at a tie game here with 1:20 left to go. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. Goalie Alex Borgert has had a fantastic game. Although he's only faced 10 shots on goal, those shots have been hard and fast. After this, we're going to take a brief break, and then we'll be back on at noon today for another rematch up against this team. And if this first game wasn't anything to show you how good of a game it's going to be, tell your friends, host a watch party, have these, share the love for these kids because they love the fact that you guys watch them. They were absolutely astounded by all of the messages you guys sent them last weekend when they won the championship. I went into the locker room and read all of them to them, and they were just beyond amazed at the fact that they had people from literally all over the world watching. So here we go. We're getting ready to go in for the face-off here. There's timeout called by the Athens Bobcats. In for the face-off is Kerins with Merriman, Lucas in top and bottom, Preston and wait, we got to change here. Lucas Merriman. Lucas in for the face-off. Kerins gets kicked out of the face-off. Preston and Dietz on it. Preston sends it over to Dietz. Dietz tries to send it into the Bobcat zone, is unable to. Kerins pops it in over around the side there. Preston tries to get to it. Bobcats trying to kick it out, and they get it into center ice. Craft in on defense. And the Fuel are able to keep it out, get it out of their zone. Lucas sends it over across ice. Fighting for it up against the boards. Puck gets lost behind his legs. Great job by Merriman keeping it in. Merriman sends it around the backside to Lucas. Lucas has it. Merriman kicks it in to pass in front of the net to Kerins, but Kerins isn't able to put it in. We're less than a minute left to go here. Bobcats are coming down the way there. Craft takes a hit on that one. Shot on goal, and it's deflected by Borgert. Bobcats have the puck again. It is set up right in front of the net. Oh, great job by Lucas and Merriman to get it out of there. Lucas plays it up against the boards. It goes into the Bobcat zone. 20 seconds left to go in this game. Bobcats have the puck. They're driving down the ice again. Over to the side. Preston's going to go for it. 15 seconds left to go in this game. They got to try and get something. Cross ice pass over to the Bobcats. Gets caught up in the pad of the Bobcat player. Kerins sends it down to Lucas. Lucas tries to reach for it, but that puck just isn't going anywhere. And we have ended today in a tie game at 2 apiece. You can't really play this. All I do is win, win, win. All right, so that was a great game played by both teams here. The Fuel really leaps and bounds over yesterday. There is the team there as they are lining up to shake hands. These kids played hard, they played fast. So hopefully the second game, both these teams are going to be after it and wanting to pit one against the other with a tie game. They want to be able to say, we beat this team. So again, Athens and the Fuel, they are 1-1. Or they're 1-2 in their respective divisions, and so this was a huge game for them. We'll go over to the side here and see if we'll be able to talk to any of the players right now. If not, before the next game, we'll see if Coach will let us have an interview with any of them. But overall, this was a fantastic game, much better than yesterday's. Make sure you come back and join us at 12 o'clock today where we take on this team again. It'll be another great game. This one was absolutely one not to miss as both teams played very, very well. So hopefully we'll see if we can get to talk to any of the players. Yesterday's player of the game was Scotty Craft. He played great defense. Again, everyone kind of picked up their game and absolutely played to a higher level today, which is great. I can't really put a name as to who would be the player of the game today. However, if I did have some standouts today, I would absolutely say that the goaltending from Borgert was fantastic today, along with all the offensive lines. There was some really great heads-up hockey play and great passing going on. So we'll see if we can't talk to any of the players right now. Merriman had a fantastic game as well. And we'll see. We will see if we can talk to any of them. you have anyone you want to send out. If not, don't worry. Okay.
All right. So that's going to be it for now here from the Ohio University Ice Arena, where we just took on the Athens Bobcats. Final score 2-2 in a fantastic game. Join us again here later this afternoon at noon, where you'll be able to watch another great matchup between these two teams. So we'll see you then, and hopefully we'll be able to talk to some players then, okay? Thanks a lot for joining us. Talk to you soon. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast, despite the outcome. Bye.